Excuse me, is anybody sitting here? Sorry, this seat's taken. Sorry.
Brandon, I would say this is officially your birthday episode. We've been talking about it the past couple episodes. We're both turning 30. You're turning 30 before me. We recorded this episode a little bit earlier. Talk to me about your birthday plans. What's going on?
This is it, man. You know, it's still up in the air, and that's kind of what I like, the spontaneity of it all. But I know I'm going to get together with my friends, have a little bit of a reunion, and truly just relax. Like, I kind of don't want to make a big splash. Like, into 30, I want to go in, like, rested, because I know it's all rough outside of this.
I'm turning 30 as well. I took the full week off of my work. I don't know what I'm doing either, like, specifically. I know for sure I'm going to the movies. That's for sure going to the movies. Maybe I might go try like a new movie theater. That's what I might treat myself to, like a new movie theater.
All right.
Michael Jackson is coming out the week before my birthday. I might go see that again, like because I know I'm gonna love it. Nothing but great reviews have been coming out about that movie. Did you buy your ticket for Michael? Yeah.
No, I did just buy my ticket for The Devil Wears Prada, though. So I gotta get my priorities straight.
Okay. You just talked to me though, like CinemaCon is in Las Vegas right now. It's happening right now. We're recording a little bit earlier than usual, so we're not going to be able to cover the entire thing this episode. It's just pretty much the first 2 days and a little bit from what we've been seeing throughout today on the third day. You know, it's your birthday coming up tomorrow on Thursday. Was it the 16th? April 16th is your birthday.
Is there?
Just I pulled some plugs, like, so you know what? Let's release the Avengers trailer on your birthday, so you can look forward to that tomorrow.
I'll hit up Feige. He'll know what to do.
Exactly. Have you been following CinemaCon lately? Like, what's been going on there?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, just the route that they've taken with, each studio has a big day. And that's kind of what I appreciate.
I love that. That's really cool.
So, yeah, no, I'm a big fan right now.
So let's go through, like, the day-to-day things real quick. From day one, like I said, we're on day 3 as we're recording this. The first 2 days, pretty big news dropped. We got new footage from Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is not surprising. We have, like, at least, 3 months, a little less than 3 months before this movie comes out. It's brand new footage of the Spider-Man movie, but it's not necessarily Spider-Man. It's to me, what it sounds like, it's mostly Peter Parker. Like you're with him during the scene that they released, and it's really exploring answering a lot of people's questions, like how do people know Spider-Man but not Peter Parker at the same time? They were saved by him, and this little teaser definitely doesn't answer that because it follows Peter following Ned into a party, and him and MJ in their spare time they're trying to put together who's Spider-Man because they were saved by him in Washington D.C. from the first movie, and they're like, he was obviously there. Like, how can we not figure this out? And then I heard there's a lot of emotion because Peter's seeing MJ with her new boyfriend, and this was Daniel, the director from Shang-Chi and Wonder Man. Hearing nothing but great things, and it's very similar like to Wonder Man, like how it was shot beautifully, like with the colors and like the center. It sounds incredible. I'm very excited to see it. I hope we get this. That's usually how it goes. Like they'll tease this out of like a big convention, and then we'll get it like maybe a week later. So I'm hoping we get that pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, dude. I think this was my last media piece that I'm going to consume about Brand New Day. I think I'm good. Like, obviously, like, the whole point of trailers is to get us excited. I feel like I got a good grasp on the story. And I think I just kind of want to be surprised after this.
What's the story? We don't know the story. What are you talking about?
Besides, dude, like him. Yeah, he's obviously trying to get back. It's low level again. He's mutating because he's doing that, the 3 phases of a spider's life cycle. So they're doing the man spider storyline. There's clearly like a possession villain on top of like a Sinister Six. That's what I mean. I'm good. I don't need nothing else.
Okay. I predict there's going to be at least 2 more trailers with maybe like an additional 3 little scenes that will get released. But I see what you mean. I kind of want to try that too, but we were talking about before this, like it's almost impossible to stay away from like, stuff like this.
Back in the day, I would go like super crazy. Like I remember the week before Endgame came out. I don't know if you remember, but like there was like 2 or 3 scenes that got, spoiled online or, got leaked. So I went on my Twitter and I wrote out like 64 different words and phrases to block on Twitter. Like I was like superheroes. Like I had it on lockdown. Some people go a little bit more extreme. Well, probably the easiest route and just delete the social media the week beforehand. Like, I'm not doing anything like that for Brand New Day, but I guarantee you when Doomsday is coming around, I may have to go. I'm trying to really protect that experience.
Speaking of Doomsday, supposedly there are people who like seen like a rough cut of it, like they do test footage of it, and they're saying it's up there with Infinity War.
Infinity
Like, it's
War.
saying it's that good.
Yeah, I heard. Well, at least that it's gonna hurt as much. And I just saw a reaction video of somebody watching Infinity War for the first time, and all the comments was like, one of the darkest days in movie theater, like leaving that one, or like we had to wait a whole year going through grief and trauma. And I was like, they're
Yeah.
not wrong. Like that was sad as hell. So if they give us anything close to that, and the story's good, I mean, we're back.
Yeah, I mean that's a great transition to talk about the main theme of this episode. Like we're not going to be doing any new movies, but we're doing a 30 for 30 because we're both turning 30 this year. So I thought it would be a fun idea. Let's go back 30 years and then tell each one of our favorite movie from that year. And we were talking. Heck, you texted me and Snapchatted me like this is harder than what you think it is. It took me all day at work. Like I didn't get any actual work done. I was just working on this list because I was like, "Oh man, I forgot about that movie." If anything, this list made me feel even more older. I was like, "God damn, that was that long ago."
100%.
It was a fun experience, but we'll get into that in the second half of this episode. But let's keep going with CinemaCon. There's a lot more news. I don't know if you're a fan of this, but Paddington 4 was officially announced with an additional Paddington movie animated coming out too. Resident Evil reboot. I know you're not a big horror fan, but it's gonna get rebooted with director Zach Kreger, who directed Barbarian, one of the scariest movies I've ever seen in my life. I lost sleep for like a year because of that. This is just on the first day. Other movies announced: The Brink of War. It's a Reagan era political drama. Hershey, a Milton Hershey biopic. Runner, an action thriller with Alan Richardson and Owen Wilson. Random combination, but I'm here for it. A Zero AD, it's a biblical drama. Drummer Boy, Christmas war musical. I mean, I remember, was it last year or the year before, people were complaining there's not a lot of original ideas anymore in Hollywood. I think there is. You just gotta like look between the cracks, like they're there.
Dude,
like it's gonna be big.
You don't even have to look between the cracks. Like if anything, that was the biggest lesson coming out of 2025 was, dude, Sinners. Original screenplay. You have One Battle After Another. I know it was based on something,
Weapons,
in the past, but his idea, Marty Supreme, came off the dome. Not Train Dreams, but like you have like a lot that came out that was smaller stuff, but also the three biggest movies of the year from like a critical standpoint were all fairly original ideas.
I think this was day one too, but we got brand new looks and story from Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for this. I've been seeing people's reactions telling about what they're seeing. He's seen actual footage from it, like scenes. Like, granted, it wasn't probably completely done. Maybe it's just because like early stages of, or maybe mid stages of animating it. But people are saying it's emotional. It's incredible. It picks up exactly where it leaves off. You're seeing his dad and his uncle together, like a flashback scene where they're younger. They released images I remember a while ago, but this is people seeing them in action, and it's getting people hyped. I don't think they released an official release date. It's still planned next summer, I would say.
I think they did. Let's see if I can find it real quick. But I know, yeah, it's in the first half of next year, which is pretty exciting.
And I'm a big fan of Jake Johnson, who plays Peter B. Parker, I believe.
June 18th, 2027.
June 18th. Okay, that's gonna be. I think that's usually June is theirs. I would say. I think June is typically Sony's. Yeah. I think June is typically Sony's. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the Pumped. I gotta go back and rewatch the other two just to get back in my feelings. But I'm ready for it. Day 2, we got first footage shown for Dune Part 3, which includes an intense battle led by Stigler. This is going to be set 17 years after the Part 2. People are saying if this is even possible. They're saying it's even darker than the first two. Like, that's insane to say, but it's going to be a lot of emotion. They said it's going to be intense, and I'm here for it. And Timothée Chalamet's coming off a fresh Oscar nomination. It's going to be incredible.
Multiple Oscar nominations.
Yeah.
He's on fire.
I thought of you when I heard this one, but Tom Cruise showed up there for a Digger.
TC legend.
Almost unrecognizable as an elder CEO. This is going to be his first big return to a non-franchise movie. And as soon as I saw unrecognizable older CEO, I immediately thought Tropic Thunder, like his prosthetics. Like, I didn't even know it was him the first time watching it. But I'm excited for it. People are saying he looks incredible, unrecognizable. This is gonna be his campaign for the Oscars next year. So I'm here for it to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, one of the first reactions that came out of it, at least on Twitter, was someone I follow saying, if you know anything about movies, you'll know that he's getting nominated. Good to go. Good to go. I'm in. I was already in because it's the same dude that did The Revenant, I believe, and Birdman. So, fantastic director. Obviously, he got Tom Cruise to stop jumping off of buildings enough to make this. So it's clearly like the story's there. And, we both feel this way. Like Tom Cruise is the unofficial president of movies. And like just him being at CinemaCon already is a blast, but him being able to promote this movie there in a critical way, no notes.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for our first like real trailer. We do have like a teaser that's out there, right? But it's just like him holding a shovel or something like that. I think we got an extended Supergirl footage shown at the CinemaCon with more footage of Lobo. Great responses from audience. I guess like it's a clip from her getting picked up from the bus. It's a little bit from the trailer we've seen, but it's just an extended version of it. People are loving the reaction. I'm excited for it. That's not too far away. That's in June, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
This one I got very excited for. Godzilla Minus Zero, showing Godzilla headed towards the Statue of Liberty. Stronger U.S. military included, and it's going to be set at 2 years after the original. A lot of the cast is coming back for this one. I loved Godzilla Minus One. That was incredible. I saw it in black and white. I saw it in subtitles. I also went back and saw it in color too, and it was phenomenal.
Wow, look at that.
And if people if they love anime, they're gonna love this movie. It's like a live action anime. It's awesome.
No, it's phenomenal.
Chatter. There's been a lot of buzz lately. A lot of petitions going on with celebrities about this one. Chatter about Warner Brothers and Paramount deal. Like people are wanting to prevent that as much as possible. Like a lot of A-list celebrities are signing petitions. Have you been seeing that?
Yeah, but we saw the same thing that happened when Disney bought Fox. So I've just, I've seen the signatures on paper before get used to, wipe the tears of everybody. So we'll see.
Do you remember? Speaking of back of Marvel early days, like petitions, like we don't want what's her name, Brie Larson to play Captain Marvel. There's petitions out there for that. I was like, these studios don't give a fuck what you think. It's all about money. Yeah.
Exactly. Like when things start flopping, that's how you got to hurt their pockets first. But, they've never, ever given us credence outside of the Sonic situation that they listen to us before a movie comes out.
Mm-hmm. Some other movies Warner Brothers announced: Practical Magic 2 with Kidman and Bullock, The Great Beyond, it's a J.J. Abrams movie, and they announced Clockwork. It's going to be it's like a studio underneath Warner Brothers, so it's going to be focused more on indie movies. It's going to be under that title. Very cool. It's kind of, I'm assuming it's going to be like how A24 first started, like that kind of indie movies a little bit, but I'm excited for it. We also got footage of Clayface. Like, they've seen the first official trailer for Clayface, and I'm hearing great reactions. Like, it's a truly body horror movie.
Crazy.
As soon as I heard that, I was like, Brandon's not going to see this.
I said, no, why would they go and do that?
Neon came out with their own panel. They're coming out with a couple movies. Hokum, starting Adam Scott. I believe that's a horror movie. A Place in Hell. I Love Boosters. And Hope. It's going to be a sci-fi thriller. I'm excited for that one. People are describing that similar to A Quiet Place and something else. I can't remember, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited. I like sci-fi. I'm changing my mind in sci-fi. I'm getting more into it.
Thank you. Finally.
Yeah, and I got excited about these news. It's not about movies, but like you sent me a TikTok about this. Did a little bit deep diver, like on popcorn buckets that were there. Like they have like a whole booth full of popcorn buckets coming out this summer. And I got a couple of lists that I'm excited for. Master of the Universe is gonna be winning close like to number one this whole year. They got Castle Grayskull bucket, Skeletor head bucket, Battle Cat bucket, a Sword of the Power drink, and a He-Man character cup. That sword, I'm buying that sword of the power drink. That looks incredible. It's huge. It's probably like a span of 3.5 feet. It looks awesome.
Goodness. Purse. I did not see that. I'll have to check that out.
I might go check it out.
Oh my God, Rob.
To be my
right.
thing.
Keep going. No, I think that's the big one so far. Obviously, everyone's still, holding their breath for what we're going to get from, Doomsday. But so far, so good. I'm liking everything that I'm hearing. This is shaping up to be a pretty interesting year for movies. We got the blockbusters and the flagpole movies are already, in full effect, but also some smaller ones that just seem like they're going to put on a clinic critically, which is always a great balance to have every year.
We talk about
finale, or is it? I thought we had. God, okay, man, way to break my heart. so
Yeah, I googled
quickly.
it. So
It's
many,
only an
like,
odd
threads out
number of
there.
episodes. That's so weird. I know this week is episode 7. All right, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, episode 8 comes out next week. Okay, episode
Okay.
8.
My
I was
bad.
like, I'm
My
not
bad,
emotionally
guys.
ready to go through a finale right now.
Wrap it up
Not
in 2
enough time.
episodes.
And then
5,
another
we gotta wait a
full
whole
year
nother
wait.
Like it's
Okay.
weird, Brandon.
Okay.
Jason,
Okay.
wow, I
pumped.
did not.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do a double back-to-back binge of this and Roosters. So a Rooster. So
Rooster.
okay.
That's-
Oh yeah.
that's what-
Jason
that's
Benedict.
finally-
Really.
Give me 3 episodes
Handmaid's
from.
Tale.
Bro,
Wow.
like,
Okay.
It's
so
modern.
Very modern.
Modern
All right.
for it.
I'll be on the lookout. I'm super
Mhm.
excited to start that one. Yeah, man. You missed one of the big ones. The Boys. Rob, what are you doing to
Middle
us?
season
You got
3.
some homework, my friend. I need you caught up.
I do. I've been
2. Started with 2. You got to lock in. Got to lock.
Maybe
Yep.
a prequel.
There's 2. There's Gen V, which is currently on. I think they just had their last season. That one's 3 seasons. And there's a new show coming out that will star more Soldier Boy, Jack Quaid.
Another
Yeah,
big one that
dude.
started.
What a crazy start to the season.
You started it too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at this thing.
Hey, get up off of her, bro. She's
Good for her,
as she
like,
should.
she's
Hell
pro-
yeah, go for
She's
her.
propped
Well, and
right
that's
now, and he's
that's what everyone's saying. Like, this is kind of one of the biggest production fumbles of all time because they delayed it so much. You know, they were paying them not that much when this started, and now they're
Yeah.
galactic stars, right? So the bill is rung up, to say the least. First
watching it for the
episode.
content.
Rob, help. It's the first episode so far. So everyone's just
Some
ready to
people-
see how they wrap it up.
Please.
Hey, that's why I still watch network TV, man. The Grey's Anatomies, Chicago Fire PD, those are still going 21 to 23 episodes strong. So
Have you
that
seen
that will
the
get me
pit?
good.
Have you seen
Yeah,
The
of
Pit?
course. Oh my God. Yeah, we're on the
Okay.
Pin Out Ultimate episode. It's fantastic. It's Rob, there is no greater show to binge since it all happens on the same day. I flew through the first, like, last season, I think I got through like 12 or 13 episodes in one day because that's exactly how, like, it happens dang near in real time. So it's a perfect show to binge. They're about an hour long, probably closer to 50 minutes. Yeah, no, not at all, dude. I was sick. So that's what, like,
Okay.
I was like, you know, instead of going to the hospital, I'll watch one. I ended up like, I didn't know the bit going into it either.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was all happening like hour by hour. And I was like, all right, you 100% got my attention. So it was awesome.
And then it was
my
gone.
goodness. Oh, the wall.
I think I'm
That's
excited for my kids.
I know because I've obviously we were looking at fairly the same list. We're both going to have hot takes.
Yeah.
And I was, dude, the reconciliation, the war that was going on in my head of like, what am I voting for? You know, like, am I just voting because I like it right now? Like, is it really the best movie, or is it my favorite movie? So
Yeah.
let me put the disclosure. These are my favorite movies of each year, not necessarily the best. All right, 1995. Think that I was pretty interested to see, you know, what a way to start it off. But I think the easy pick here is Toy Story.
That's my pick too.
Easy. Okay, I got Jumanji and 7, so completely different vibes, but absolutely,
Everything.
it's amazing.
My number one.
Okay, all right, not mad at that at all. This one was like really the first one. My real answer is Jerry Maguire. You know, start of TC Legend. You know how I feel about rom-coms. But my true answer, I guess, if I'm putting myself to what movie I've seen the most, Matilda. Bro, I was raised on Matilda. Like, this is my sister's favorite movie, I think, still to this day. So I got to give Matilda love for that one. Trustable. The chocolate cake, it's phenomenal. All right, I went Goodwill Hunting. I did, my honorable mention was Liar Liar. Jim Carrey at his finest.
Well,
The pen,
comedy
the
is-
color pen,
Yeah.
iconic.
Awesome.
Fair.
Will Smith.
Fair. Okay.
Very cool.
Adam Sandler.
Waterboy, Adam
Can't be
Sandler.
mad at that one at all. Cannot be mad
This
at that
one-
one. 1978, by far, still in my top 10 movies of all time, The Truman Show. This is really
Okay.
where everything takes off for me. Absolutely phenomenal. But right after that, honorable mention, Saving Private Ryan. I think that's obvious. That's an obvious one there.
I think
I got Fight Club 1999. I think that's the most decided. However, I have 2 for my honorable mentions. Phantom Menace, not my favorite Star Wars movie, but it, you know, relaunched a generation. Got to give it props. Duel of the Fates and The Matrix. Definitely up there for me. Okay. Hell yeah.
I felt so emotional when I watched it as a contender.
Okay, no, that absolutely makes sense. Okay, we went a little bit of a different route. I also have Remember the Titans, but my two spot is heavily on The Gladiator. Yeah, Russell Crowe.
I remember watching
on.
that. And
Yeah. Are you not entertained? Come on now. All right, 2001. This is a fun one. I had a little bit of trouble with this, but my favorite movie from that year has to be Training Day.
Okay.
Denzel, like that is my intro to Denzel. Like I didn't watch it obviously at the time, but like that's his movie, dude. Right outside that, completely different realm. Shrek. This is a Shrek year, dude. This is the impact of Shrek that goes on for years and years and years.
And
Yeah.
harder
Oh
and
yeah.
harder for
Yeah.
each
Yeah.
year.
Okay. Hell yeah.
This movie
Hell
changed
yeah.
Hollywood.
Yep. Okay. I had a feeling you were going to start putting Harry Potter. This is obviously the same year Fellowship of the Ring came out as well. So listen, no bad answers for this year. This was a pretty good one for us. Okay. I was curious. Everything. Dude, no, just the fact that James Gunn, like I didn't put that together until way later after Guardians, and that just made my heart so happy. Wow. Okay, yeah, would not have guessed that. Even looking at the list. I love that. My goodness. I also have Spider-Man. That's obviously the choice. That not too much there. But I do have Two Towers. Lord of the Rings and Two Towers right outside of that. So both are great. And I'll still give it wasn't on my list, but I'm giving Scooby-Doo a bone. I absolutely love it. Yeah, 100%. Hey, what a terrible year of movies. I was looking like this was one I literally highlighted red because I was like, not a deep bench at all, at least in my eyes. So I didn't even care for honorable mention. Return of the King is the number one movie worth mentioning this year. Okay. Yeah, fair. Well, not anymore, but I went to the theater for this. Did I see? I do believe.
Big deal when this movie
We
came
were
out.
we were 7 years old at this point, Rob. This is it for us. Okay. Funny enough, that was the first movie I watched with my dad, like in the movie theater, because I don't think he took us to see Spy Kids, but I remember like distinctly seeing Nicolas Cage in that movie and turning over and looking at my dad. So I got a lot of love for that movie. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. After I just trashed, or is this?
Oh, sorry, 2004.
Okay.
2004,
After I just trashed 2003, 2004 is actually one of the best years of movies. I had a hard time ranking this. Eternal Sunshine is probably my favorite movie that came out this year. You know how I feel about Jim Carrey, and then like the weirdness of this movie is fantastic. But this is also the year of Spider-Man 2, so 100%. And The Incredibles came out this year, Rob. Like, what do you mean? Mean Girls came out this year. Shrek 2 came out this year. Like, they were just I cannot imagine how cool it would be to actually have money to go to the theaters to watch all of these releases. I was like, The Notebook came out in this year. Like, this was a year that distinctly kind of set the tone, or like was really memorable for the rest of years to come. So, all right, Revenge of the Sith. That one was very easy for me, and I'm going a different direction. Sky High, man. I love this movie. Like it literally edged out Batman Begins for me. I was like, Sky High gets the nod here. What about for you? Believe so. It was in theaters. It was 100% in theaters.
Was it? I was like, I
Yeah.
remember watching
What?
an 8-year-old
Oh
movie.
my god.
But, my number one.
Okay, hell yeah. Okay, there's a throwback for you. Not mad at that at all.
It's
The little
like a 9-year-old
cartridge. It's all you. Yep, it's your
This
core
movie's still
memory.
Quoted.
Core
I still
memory.
get
Okay. All right, we got one overlap there. Favorite and best movie to come out in 2006. By a country mile, The Departed. This was a movie like I watched late in my teens, and it changed like how I view movies. So phenomenal. And of course, I'm Where You Are. We watched this movie in school, Rob, Pursuit of Happiness, and it broke me. Like I absolutely love this movie. And American Gangster's up there for me. Also, the year the Superbad came out, so pretty good.
Like,
yeah,
that's
come on.
No, like, I have a great relationship with my father.
Just because I love him so much.
Man, I forgot John Q.
Underrated. I'm a big John Q defender. People don't talk about it enough. All right. Let's go Ratatouille. Country
Good
Mile.
answer.
Yeah, Ratatouille, and then this one. Okay, so this is. I was like looking at my notes. I was like, why do I have so many? Another year that I appreciate, but
Yeah.
Ratatouille, and I believe if I got my year right, this is There Will Be Blood. Phenomenal, but also I Am Legend. Will Smith again. Not to go back to back on him. Phenomenal. Of course.
Yeah,
Of course. Okay.
The
Hey,
first
Michael
one,
Bay.
The first one.
Megan
Yeah.
Fox.
People
Yeah,
like his my
okay.
number one answer.
Okay.
Obvious answer. I
Okay.
remember like
Yes.
movie
Okay.
that
I love that. Yeah, I'm exactly right there with you, dude. And we were 12 years old when this came out. Like, talk about the most impressionable time to change a
Yes.
generation. Like, this was everybody our age, 12, 13, like this was it. Iron Man, Dark Knight, Wall-E. That's my big three, but Step Brothers obviously needs to be mentioned as well. So I'll give it that one. But this was that you talk about, again, a change or a shift in Hollywood, having, this dark, gritty Dark Knight Joker, Heath Ledger movie come out, but then the swagger of Robert Downey Jr. on the other side of this. What a time to be alive. 2009, I have Inglourious Bastards, and the movie that made me cry and sob in the first 10 minutes of it, Up.
And I love that duo.
It's a great one. That's a great one. Well, you talk about Ben Stiller. This is also the year before that. We didn't talk about Tropic Thunder at all. Like, that's what a cast. But yeah, 2009. Good times. Okay. Yep. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, we went a little bit different here. In my opinion, top 3, maybe top 5 Pixar movie all the time. Toy Story 3. Just the best. And then I also had Inception and How to Train Your Dragon. What a great time for DreamWorks to be able to launch that franchise. It's phenomenal. Yeah. It's great, man. Oh, sorry. And the biggest honorable mention, my favorite comedy of all time, The Other Guys. Yeah, 2 different types of movie for me, but you were talking about The Fighter, the best combat sports movie of all time, Warrior. Everything to me. You know how much I love this movie. And then right outside of that, funny enough, my favorite rom-com of all time by a literal, by the biggest margin, Crazy Stupid Love. Okay. What you got?
Warrior 2. I love that movie.
Thank you. You're crazy. You're crazy.
Friendship movie.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Mic drop.
When it
Hell
came
yeah.
out.
Again, 2012, so we were in our sophomore year. Yes, this movie had a lot to go with it. 100%. Ooh, Michael B. Jordan, found footage film.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow. Good one.
2012. What about you?
Avengers. Come on, what are we doing? You talk about like the key moments of your movie going career. This is one. Went on a date to go see this, like double date, me and Danny, and I don't think I looked at the girl the entire time. I forgot what I was there for, and I loved it. It was everything to me. Django Unchained, for sure. I remember that, from a cultural piece. It was everybody in my family had watched that movie, and it was devastatingly perfect. And then 21 Jump Street, just a good laughs up there. Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, which took us into 2013. And listen, call it the intro to film, bro. Call it whatever you want. Wolf of Wall Street, favorite movie that year. That's Leonardo DiCaprio at his best, in my opinion. And also Prisoners with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal, could do no wrong. I talked about that movie all. Viola Davis, I think, is in there as well. So just 10 out of 10 movie, but also, and I put this on here because I knew you would appreciate it, the first movie that I made it through that was scary that I liked afterwards. World War Z. What? No credit, Rob. That's crazy. It's a zombie apocalypse movie. It was the coolest zombies I've ever seen on screen. I was like, those things. It's also one of the most dangerous. Yeah, they throw their bodies like them climbing the wall, like terrified
for years.
Okay. No Wolf of Wall Street from you. Interesting. All right. Wow.
Favreau,
okay. Yep.
Inspiration of movie. It's
wow. Okay. I talked about 2004 being a top, whatever movie year. 2014, 10 years later, they did it again, Rob. I was looking at this list, stressed me out. I had to do like a superhero and non-superhero version of this one, but by far my favorite superhero movie that is in my Letterboxd top 4, changed the direction of superhero movies, and I stand by this. Captain America Winter Soldier. It made Captain America a threat. It showed that superhero movies didn't just have to be like this fun, nonsensical thing. It could be genre movies. This is a political action thriller that happens to have superheroes, and it set the blueprint. And then right outside of that, Guardians of the Galaxy as well. That being said, this is also the year that Interstellar came out. This is also the year that Whiplash came out, that Gone Girl came out, Planet of the Apes came out. I was like, I literally had to stop myself because I was like, I will sit here and talk about all of these movies. John Wick came out this year, Rob. Like this was just one of the big ones. So this was the year we graduated high school as well. So it felt like we graduated into another level of movie watching.
I remember that at theater.
2015, Ooh, all right. This is easy for me. Force Awakens. People can trash on it all they want, call it a remake of one of the greatest movies of all time. Don't care. I saw a Finn, Black Stormtrooper. I saw Kylo Ren with his three-bladed lightsaber. This is the best, my favorite movie. And right outside of that, Sicario. Sicario was badass. Only way to describe it. And obviously, you see what it launched outside of that. But my big two there. What about for yourself?
That this is also
Yeah,
like the other big
Margot
movie
Robbie
with
was
Margot
in
Robbie.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Third
Focus.
my second honorable mention. Yeah,
That's a
I
good
remember
one.
seeing.
Nice guys. Cult classic. Deserved better. I know we both said it, like this is kind of the time, like it becomes very superhero-y. Don't care.
Yeah.
This is when we were cooking. All right, this is why we care so much about Marvel. Yes, Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War. No notes. Phenomenal movie. Right outside of that, I have Rogue One, which is arguably my favorite Star Wars movie. I think Empire is still the best, but probably arguably the best content that I've lived with, Rogue One. And another honorable mention just for fun, Deadpool. First rated R superhero movie. Big rated R movie changed out us to start making more rated R movies in general. Give it its credit. Oh, you're crazy. Yeah. Okay.
Like,
You're saying like
is, like,
outside
peak.
of the big ones, this is like when everybody was paying attention.
They have
Agreed.
lost.
Yeah.
Because it got too. I get it. I understand.
That's because they got a terrible
26
CEO, and that was his choice, and it was terrible, and
Yeah.
that's why he doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. Yes, this laid the groundwork. I felt like there were no misses. Like there for sure was like not as great movies, but the big movies that we're talking about, the Winter Soldiers, the Civil Wars, the Guardians, all the way to my favorite movie this year, 2017, or Ragnarok. It had been a few years before a Marvel movie completely floored me in this way. Thor Ragnarok did everything that I needed to and more. And this was also the year that we got Logan. You know, peel back the
Right.
the big stuff and just enjoy this type of movie.
It is-
People
I
who
love
don't
it.
like that movie, you know what? I ain't even gonna hot take it like that. It's
No, low-key,
yeah,
hands
definitely.
down.
Definitely,
Yeah.
but that's why Thor Ragnarok works so much, and the crossover with Thor and Hulk.
Yeah.
Dude, we meet Valkyrie, we meet Korg. Are you kidding me? Like, have one start a revolution. I didn't print enough pamphlets. This movie works on every level. Like, I'm not joking, Rob. I left this movie and I was like, I think this is in my top 5 Marvel all time. Like, I was like, I remember distinctly like redoing my list, and I feel strongly about it. This is one of their best, if not top 4 best solo hero movies. And I say solo loosely, but like character driven movies. Like the issue with Love and Thunder is that they lean too heavily into the comedy. This is when it worked perfectly. Every joke lands. Friend from work. This is the movie. I could write a book about this. And then again, the dichotomy of then having Logan, which is way more reserved, way peeled back, him, you know, bleeding from, you know, using his claws, like two completely different types of movie. Stood out in 2017 for you? Okay, Bryan Cranston. Yeah, that's a good one. Before you go on, though, I did forget to mention, and it's that time again, Rob. Another great year of movies, because the other ones we didn't talk about. La La Land, you obviously see Ryan Gosling. This is a big thing. Baby Driver, holy shit, watching that in the movie theater was phenomenal. Get Out, I remember where I was when I saw that movie for the first time. And Jumanji and The Greatest Showman. Again, things that we talk about today. Still around. Okay.
Like
what?
4 times in theaters. I've seen it like 4 times in theaters.
Okay. Wow.
What
Okay.
about you?
Okay. Infinity War for sure.
You heard
that's like the 9th best movie of the year. And it's not even, don't even get me started. But okay, you know, anyway, Infinity War is by far and away the best movie, my favorite movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Rob. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? See, and this is where, like, again, my nerd is coming, because Black Panther was my second honorable mention. This was that year, like, especially for Black culture. Infinity War, Spider-Verse, Black Panther, Mission Impossible, you know, my final honorable mention, but yeah, not Bohemian Rhapsody. That's crazy. Okay, all right, and this is the last time I'll bring this up. I've talked about like really, 100%. And that was what I was going to say. I said, I've talked a few times about like great years in movies. This is, with not my opinion, factually, the biggest box office year of movies and the best quality that we got from a, again, financial standpoint, critical standpoint. Endgame is my favorite movie of this year. It just is. I get where people like sometimes like people try to like, you know, vote down it, like they're not a big fan. This is everything that we could have asked for and more. 10 years, Rob, of watching these movies pay off. And then right outside of that, I do have Joker
Okay.
because duh. I got Joker. Spider-Man Far From Home, but again, I'm just gonna go down this list real quick. John Wick 3, Knives Out, Ford vs. Ferrari, Parasite, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 1917, Jojo Rabbit, Irishman. We were eating. This was the year I had my AMC A-list and I was using it every chance I could. I was camped out at theaters, Rob. This was a year that like defined me from I really enjoy movies to like this is a part of my personality. Like I will know about all the biggest hits. I want to go see big or small, fun for all. Like I 2019 is my year of movies. Okay, hell yeah. I love yesterday, Rob. I love yesterday.
Okay.
Rob, I got a record player because of this movie. Like, cause I'd never really listened to the Beatles ever. And I was like, I'm gonna do it right. So
Yeah.
perfect pick.
I only don't know that year.
Okay. All right. No notes there, dude. Hemsworth at his finest, and we see what
Yeah, they
that
just
did.
announced.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a quick turnaround. I also went streaming only, and I kind of hit one of each. Soul, underrated Pixar movie, hits you in the feels. Came out in December. Love Soul.
That's your
Outside of
number one?
that, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then I got Palm Springs with Andy Samberg. This was a fun one, man. Time travel, little timey-wimey nonsense. And then you can't talk about 2020 without talking about what happened on 4th of July. Lives changed because Hamilton got released on Disney Plus. And I don't know if we counted it as a movie, but I was jamming out to this all summer long because of that. And I still do to this day. Gotta give Hamilton its credit. My goodness, it's not all right. Hater. Yeah, slow year. People were trying to start coming back to the movie theaters, and the one that really got everyone back to the movie theaters is a $1 billion movie, Spider-Man No Way Home. It's not close. It's not close.
Yep.
Spider-Man No Way Home, and also I think we've talked about this movie, but one of my favorite movies from Netflix, man, The Harder They Fall, with Jonathan Majors, Regina not George, that's Mean Girls, but Regina
Hall.
King, everybody that's in this movie does a phenomenal job. Elba of that movie. So No Way Home and The Harder They Fall. Oh, and Free Guy, 100%. That's Ryan Reynolds in his prime. Okay, you love West Side Story.
Okay,
You do. You're crazy. You are insane. I respect it. This is why we say our favorite movies.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you. That's
obviously
crazy.
like
Okay. All right. Those are fun. Those are fun. I went a different route, to say the least. I went the route of, what do they call it? The greatest movie to bring back people to cinema. $1.4 billion, rejecting streaming. Legend Tom Cruise himself saving the movie theater, according to Steven Spielberg. Top Gun Maverick. Rob, this is not even close. This got the old men, like the dads, the families. This is a movie I saw I tied with Endgame for the most I've ever seen a movie in theater. I saw this movie 5 times in the theater, and I loved it each time even more. We got Glenn Powell coming out of this movie. We got Miles Teller on the return. We got Bob, Rob. Like this, everybody in this movie, the ensemble to create something this special will happen once in a generation, and we were around to see it. This is the best movie. Favorite. Outside of that, I can't. And I love the menu. It's fine. It's really good. It has like really great moments. Themes. What are we doing here? This is great results right here, dude. Man, that's a fun one. Outside of this, another movie that deserves a lot of credit, Everything Everywhere All at Once, really put A24 in a bigger way for us. So love that. And the Batman, like all 3 different types of movies. But got us back in the theater, like you said. I saw it in the movie theater with my brother-in-law, and he does not like going to the movie theater. And he was so angry watching this movie. Like, there's 2 types of reaction. There's a good, what the hell is happening? And there's a bad, what the hell is happening? And that movie gave you both.
This girl, universe. So I broke these off with a 0.
No, there's the line in the movie, in a perfect world or in a different world, I'd rather be doing laundry and taxes with you. I think I showed you, I have like scripts printed out, and that was like the first one I printed out. Like, what an impactful line, and it made me think about it. Similar to you, like I was like, I gotta rethink my relationships right now. Like,
Yeah.
who would
Yeah.
I be comfortable like stripping everything else away with, and being in the dirt? Who could I go through things with? That movie, it's perfect.
So 20.
Yep. Yeah. Across the Spider-Verse, easy #1 spot for me. No real notes there. Like the worst thing that happened because of the strike was just getting pushed back. But thankfully, as we talked about earlier, we're getting the part 2 of this and Beyond the Spider-Verse. Outside of that, Oppenheimer, I think, is universally known as like the best movie that came out that year. But also, we talked about Godzilla -1. That came out this year. Guardians 3, Iron Claw, the saddest movie I've ever watched. So, this was a good time. But really, Across the Spider-Verse and Oppenheimer stood out taller than the most.
Don't give me that.
God. Hey, this is what we love about movies, man. They're subjective. Like we all got, you can be on both sides of the movie theater and have your opinions. Even though yours is crazy. Dry. Okay, Glenn Powell, back again. I think I just
something.
Yeah, like you're making me nervous. Dune 2. I'm just gonna put all my reactions up. Dude, Dune 2, one of the greatest movie theater experience I've ever had. Him riding the sandworm. Are you kidding me, man? Seeing this in IMAX was next level. This was Dune 1. Did okay. It was very slow. This movie was not about no setup. It was about getting ish done. I love this movie. Come on. Go for it. Yeah. And we're on the go. Like, and this is also Timothée Chalamet coming fresh off of Wonka. And then transform into the Lisan Al Gaib. Like, this is everything. And then this is where I kind of hit a wall. I put Deadpool and Wolverine up here as an honorable mention. Also Anora. I know a lot of people turned on the movie after, but I thought it was pretty good. I like it. So, all right, bring us home, Rob. I guess it is. The thing that I got absolutely bodied for, because everybody, the top 3, the top 4 movies of the year, but still for me, the one that I think about the most, or at least that I had the most fun with, I'm putting Superman. Superman's staying in my 1 spot.
I told you. You became an official coach. Have the same answer.
I know. I gotta give it here. Outside of that was kind of a mess with you because that was your reaction when I did it for my top 10. It's Sinners and One Battle, Rob. Those are the 2 best, the most compelling, my favorite movies of the year. I've watched both of these movies over 3 or 4 times at this point, and they both cleaned up, rightfully so, at the Oscars. Sinners and One Battle are my true spots. What about you?
Okay. #1 movie for 2025.
Scared the shit out of me.
I'm gonna
for sure. You did. Yeah. I love that dude. And again, sitting next to you watching Michael B. Jordan win the Oscar for this is a actual core memory for me. Like, genuinely appreciate you for coming down. Like, that was a moment that I will never forget. So you know how I feel about Sinners. Ryan Coogler as well. Everything in there. But then one battle after another. I'm not, dude. It's great. So both of those in there. Exactly. And look at us now. But I'm not leaving Superman off that list. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I did it for your reaction, and you gave me exactly what I needed. So I had a blast, man. I had a blast. Marty Supreme, bro, just end it there. That's it. I appreciate it, and we'll be celebrating yours next week.